I am not here to debate with anyone. I have devoted all of my adult life to this subject. I only debate with my equals. All others I teach.
I'm just going to say this real quick. I'm getting really tired of you Negroes making not one lick of sense. Now the link is in the description box, by the way. Y'all really want to look at the my angst against the some of you guys who since on the passport bros, right? How many times people got to tell you this is not about policing your phallus? How many times somebody got to tell you that? 18 letter. I'm going to address you one more time. This is the reason why people look at you all sideways. Instead of listening what people are actually saying, you decided to go all into your emotions. Yes, I'm talking to you, 18 letter. You got to stop trying to be all emotional. I thought men are supposed to be emotional, and then you didn't like it what I told you. What did Big J told you? 18. I told you back in Saturday. I think it was Friday or Saturday this past week about you want to chin check the black community, as you say, right? No, well, you say community, I say community, right? You want to chin check the black community and make sure they are hold accountable. But when you got men who come on the same panel as you and talked about tricking, I'm going overseas to trick. I'm going overseas to. I'm going to Brazil to do this. I'm going to Colombia to do that. I'm going to trick. I'm going to be player. I'm going to do my sexual ventures overseas. And you sit there and defend that. And then you sit there and you got upset. Instead of addressing the problem that is exploitation and entitlement, you decided to do the same classic manispherian argument of, well, it's my, you're trying to police my penis. We got to go back to school and learn what context clues are. We need to go back to school and know what context is. The context is exploitation and entitlement. You're not entitled to sex. I hate to break it down to you Negroes online. And then y'all try to racialize it too. Why you trying to make it about the black man? Now, how I'm talking about just the black man, the black men who are passport bros, when I mention the white men who's also passport bros, or well, they call it geomaxing. So here is the thing though about the difference between you Negroes and those white men. The white men call it geomaxing. You know why they call it geomaxing? Because it covers up the meaning. It covers up what it conceals the intent. You Negroes would get on there and say, I'm passport bro, which means you having your passport and you're doing X, Y, and Z. Rather than making up a name, calling it something else without being too much on the nose. That's why you tell the world your business. If I go around here and say, what is geomaxing? Everybody would scratch their head. I don't know what that means. But yet you Negroes keep talking about passport, and then all y'all do is you're putting all the attention onto yourself, and the attention is not a good one. That go right back to the Edwin Burke statement. You don't have a moral authority trying to chin check the black woman in America, but yet you thinking because of that you think you can go overseas. That's your way of chin checking the ills of society. And here's the thing about this, right? The platform you was on, and I said this 2 years ago. I said this 3 years ago before some of y'all was trying to get rid of me. Y'all trying to put bounties on me. I was trying to make this statement. What you think the men of the Caribbean, men of Latin America, do you think they're going to allow you to come to their country and disrespect and exploit their own women? I said this 3 years ago, and y'all try to get rid of me. Y'all demonetized my channel. That's what y'all did, though, and I know who did it. And so anyway, you know what? Let me just show you the video. Let me just show you the live stream. Let me just show you the live stream because it's a very interesting concept, and yet a lot what was said flew right over y'all's heads. All right. It flew right over y'all's head. But let me just show you. I'm not gonna play the video, but shout out to DJ Witch Doctor though. Shout out to him though. Shout out to him because it needs to be talked about. And let me try to find the video. Where's the video at? Where is it at? Where is it at? Oh, here it is. Here it is. Here it is. Anyway, the link of it is in the description box. Let me just go ahead and just put this up here. Because the optics is everything. Okay? The optics of all of it is everything. And I wish these ads would stop showing. Because I'm not going to play the sound. But I'm just going to just put up a footage. I'm going to put up a footage. Yeah. Let's put up the footage up. Right? Let's put this footage up. Because I'm getting really tired of you Negroes talking. Y'all go around here online for years talking about, protecting black women or not protecting black women, right? Or not talking about the community and all that, right? Well, let me put this down real quick. Let me put this down. Put this down. Okay. Let's put this down real quick. And so I want you to look on the panel. Who's the host of this? Who's the host of Not for Humans channel? Oh, DJ Witch Doctor, right? Who is the brother with the beard? Simon, right? Which country DJ Witch Doctor come from? Because you can tell by his accent. He's from the Caribbean. In fact, let me go deeper than that. He's from the global south, which means he's in Guyana, right? Well, he comes from Guyana. Then here's Simon, the young brother with the necklace and the beard. Oh, he's from Jamaica man. So you got a Jamaican and a Ghanaian telling you passport bros what the fucking problem is. Everybody been trying to tell you Negroes what the problem is. We ain't telling you, oh, you got to accept the black woman. Nobody's telling you that, nigga. I've been telling you that for years. Stop trying to be a fucking victim. You Negroes come online and say, oh, I'm going to Guyana. I'm going to Brazil. I'm going to Jamaica. I'm going to this, that, and the third. Because the American woman, the westernized woman, ain't shit. The argument that I've been trying to tell you is that y'all trying to exploit people. What you're doing is exploiting people. That is wrong. And then y'all sit there from earlier, y'all want to talk about holding somebody else accountable. How can you hold somebody accountable when you're not holding yourself as accountable as a man by exploiting the global south, by exploiting Africa, while exploiting Latin Central America, while y'all exploiting the Caribbean. In any other country outside of the of the uh, of the Western hierarchy, or say the Western industrial world, it's called exploitation, because these women will go up to you, and you think it's okay for these women to go up to you so you can sit there and pipe these women down. And these two men, DJ Witch Doctor and Simon, are from the areas where y'all go to, or should say go from the same part of the world where y'all venture into. Now Guyana is in South America. It's right by Venezuela. By the way, it's right by Venezuela. And then y'all think you are entitled to sex. No, you're not. See, y'all been taught, and this is the hypersexuality of black men. We've been taught because, we've been taught by this stereotype, because it is a racial stereotype. You know what? I think everybody need to watch that movie, Birth of a Nation. Not the one that came out in the 20 in by what's his name? I'm talking about Birth of a Nation that came out in 1915, where it shows black men raping white women and being sexual deviants. Y'all are acting upon that negative stereotype because you think that you are entitled to vagina. You're entitled to a sexual partner. Now though, and then you 18th letter, you always loud and wrong. I've been getting up in your ass now from now on, because you've been loud and wrong. You always late. Oh, almost grabbed a bottle of alcohol. You always late on what's going on. Floyd is going to prison. Jay Willow is fucked up, right? You got Interpol, you got FBI, you got MI5, you got a lot of intelligence agencies filing RICO charges against, I should say, not only RICO charges, but also doing investigations about y'all's online activities. And you Negroes are so slow on the uptake. But yet y'all want to silence me, right? Y'all want to silence me when I'm telling you, Shines, what's going on, and y'all still going to do it. Y'all still act upon y'all's sexual impulse. Oh, because Keisha and Brenda got a bad attitude. But you know what can cure Brenda and Keisha? Because I tell you what, I had a couple women done that to me. There's only two. First of all, why react to them? Why respond to women? Women only want a response. Not giving them a response means not giving them any attention, because they want attention, whether it's negative or positive. They want attention. So if you be more what? Not saying anything, not responding, and not trying to SBE, guess what happens? That's silence scares them more. It says again, silence scares them more than a negative response. And you Negroes had not learned not a goddamn thing in the last 20 years online. Y'all have not. Y'all have not learned shit. It's saying like the whole Cynthia G thing, right? Cynthia G can say this, and y'all want to foul up in line trying to respond to her instead of responding to her to her weakness. Y'all giving her ammunition. Even though you are a troublemaker, soul, this is about the best thing you have said. Being quiet has an advantage. That's why I'm a dial this back for a minute. Dial this back, and let me say this. That's why I'm very upset with Alba and Preach, right? I'm talking about Alba and Preach now, right? It must be a black male thing. It must be a black thing because anybody else, and I'm talking about Alba real quick. Right? If this was any other man, that girl wouldn't make a second or third video. You see, black men need to start being smarter about shit, right? Now, I'm gonna talk about myself, right? Somebody tried to do some whole ass shit to me back in January. I want you to notice I ain't say a word. I want you to notice something. I ain't even said a word. Because I know that particular individual wanted a response so she can play fucking victim. See, I do what white boys do. Maybe because though I grew up in a white community, I do white boy shit. Like, I don't know, put the white folks in your life. If you falsely accuse me of this shit, I'll put white folks in your life. I'll do a lawsuit on your ass. I do a goddamn cease and desist. I file fucking ass a restraining order. That's how I work. That's why when I look at Alba and Preach, I'm like, bro, y'all got the money. You got the influence. You mean you couldn't file a fucking ass cease and desist against that Asian broad over there? You're fighting a woman. You're not fighting a man. Put them white folks in their life. Put the government in their life. If she's falsely accusing you of some shit and she putting out your business out there, okay, she putting your phone numbers out there, your phone calls. She's playing your private phone conversations. No, I'm sorry. California is a two-party state. Quebec is a two-party province. It's against the law in Canada. It's against the law in California to sit there and play somebody else's phone call conversations. Again, if this was me and that Alba, white folks, she wouldn't make no second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth video. White folks would be in her life. And I don't understand about how black men try to combat allegations. I don't know why y'all keep doing that. Not everything needs a fucking response. But anyway, let me get right back to 18 letter because he's the type of nigga that wants to do this SBE, let shame, blame, and explain about shit, and he don't even know what the fuck going on. Nigga, somebody needs to send us the 18 letter. Passport bros are being investigated around the world. You are. Yes, you are. Thailand is getting tired of y'all. They already passed a law in Indonesia. They already passed a law. Yeah, Indonesia has a law saying premarital sex is illegal. You even have a woman, an American woman. I think she was American. She's either a Canadian or American or Canadian, who's an OnlyFans actress. She was trying to do a OnlyFans event in Indonesia. Guess what happened to her? They found out she was doing videos in Indonesia having sex, and then they locked her ass up. Now this is a white woman, but who cares? I'm not on that race shit. But this is the thing. They're tired of y'all coming to their countries and exploiting the people in those communities. And you Negroes are the last ones to know. You're always the last ones to know, and yet y'all want to put bounties on me, trying to shut me up, trying to do this and that and third. I saw what y'all did to Sly. I saw what y'all tried to do with Super Sly. Because he's trying to tell y'all the same shit. Y'all got to stop making everything about your dick, about your phallus. The world does not revolve around your sexual needs. You're not entitled to have sex. You're not. And the problem is y'all folks so focused on sex. Y'all so focused on sex that everything else is just white noise. That's why I hope you niggas fail. Because every time somebody try to tell y'all something, y'all don't want to hear it. No, I want you niggas to fail. If everybody else is seeing it and everybody else is getting it, why you are the last ones who are not getting it? And this is that one question that needs that I see 18th letter and the other nigga over there who's a passport bro over there. Y'all really don't get it. So DJ Witch Doctor asked a question. And I don't know where on his live stream when he said it, but he asked a question. He said, if you are being denied here in America, and I hope I paraphrase this right, because he really would. What makes you think you are a good man? What makes you good? Instead of addressing what Simon and what DJ Witch Doctor said, or what I was trying to convey to you Negroes, y'all made about your dick policing. Negroes. Maybe the problem, if you're getting rejected over and over, maybe it's not the women. That's the problem. The problem is you. Y'all don't want to face the fact that the problem is you. You can't sit there and lay your head on the pillow of well, it's always her fault. You can't lay your head on that. It's always the bitch's fault. No, it's your fault. Because if you are a grown man and you can exploit other people, if you have the heart to exploit other people, that lets you know you were trying to exploit the women over here. You letting the world know that you ain't shit to begin with. Y'all refuse to look at that person in the mirror and say, why can't I get sex? Why can't I get a woman? Why can't I get X, Y, and Z off of a woman? Y'all couldn't do that. Y'all never really y'all never go to the mirror and talk to that nigga that's in that mirror and ask, why can't I get this, that, and the third? Because that's who you should be responsible. That's who you should be responding to. But to come online and try to make every other woman an issue why your dick is dry, that let me know your heart and your mind is in the wrong damn place. Your heart and mind is in the wrong damn place. Y'all want to be SYSBM? Okay. I told one of you Negroes years ago, go to Nebraska, go to Wyoming, go to Idaho, go to Montana, because there's more women than there are men. Yes. There are more women in the mountain states than there are men. Why won't you Negroes, instead of y'all going to overseas, and shout out to somebody who said this though. Okay, it costs $160 to get a passport. Then it costs an additional $2,000 to get a plane ticket, to get an Airbnb or hotel. And then and after all that, you're going to spend $40 to lay up with a woman, and you're going to bust your nut up in this woman. For $40. So you're going to sacrifice $2,000, $2,160. Oh, I'm sorry. Let's add on another $30 for the passport card, because you got a passport book, a passport card, and then on top of that though, you need to worry about the taxes, the sell taxes, and the customs and all that, which round up to another $500. So you went all the way to do all that trouble just to get to $40 that you could have spent in Dallas. You spent that in New Orleans. There are some women that give up the box for free. There's some women on here give it the box. Hell, if y'all stay here long enough, there's women on here who email you nudes. If you sit there and give them your email address, and that's for free. That's not even asking for it. There's women on in this section of YouTube, and I ain't gonna say no names, but y'all see them. Well, you know what? I'll be quiet because I ain't gonna say no names, but y'all see this certain person around. Again, they be giving out their titty pics. There are about 4 or 5 of you women who give out your titty pics, your pussy pics online, and you passport bros keep talking, yo man, I can't get laid. I don't receive women's attention. And what I said about Austin Holloman is true, by the way. See, like I said, and y'all thought it was funny. No, I researched the Passport Bros. Okay. Austin Holloman said he grew up watching porn. Oh, I'm sorry, corn. I shouldn't use the P word. So he's watching flicks. Right? Let me say it a better word. He grew up watching flicks. So he's been desensitized to sex. He's been desensitized to a fact that he think it's a man just supposed to just receive it on demand. That's why he has problems dating women in America, because women's not going to receive that. And plus, on top of that, he's also, well, he's not all wrapped up too tight in the head either. And that's why I said what I said the other day. No, that's why I said today a few hours ago. With this Floyd situation with Floyd and Jay Rillo and that white boy, that white Russian dude, you know what? I might talk about this white boy, right? Who gave a lot of who's from Russia, and he gave these Filipino women HIV. And you know what? Let me say something too. I brought this up too, right? Y'all try to change the narrative, talking about, well, you know, man, black women slept with Jason Pope. Jason Pope gave black women, gave black girls HIV. Let's talk about that, right? First of all, Jason Pope, who was in South Carolina. First of all, Jason Pope was a grown man. Those girls was underage. So I don't know why you Negroes are so quick to bring up the Jason Pope argument when we're talking about the passport issue, because y'all trying to talk about white boy gave the white boy said he's a passport bro. Y'all try, instead of addressing what was being said, y'all want to run from what is being said. You are not men. You niggas are cowards. You are. You're cowardly. That's why I wish after because we all know that Floyd is singing like a bird. Let me say this again. Floyd is singing his ass off because the mama who sold him the babies, then though the video, the cameras and all that, Interpol, the United States government, Brazil, the British government, even the Canadians, they're going the Mountie police, the police agency up there in Canada, they're going to sit there and look at you Negroes giving Jay Rillo, giving Floyd yeah, he is. He is. Floyd is singing his ass off. See, I'm surprised nobody else ain't talking. I think it's myself and Super Sly. Shout out to Super Sly. Super Sly is like about the first person who's talking about how Floyd is singing like a fucking bird. He's singing his ass off. And I'm looking at the shit like, damn. But like I said, they're looking at you YouTube channels, looking at all you niggas who give them super chats and cash apps, and they're gonna trace it all back to you niggas. I hope to God they'll shut this whole goddamn thing down. That's what I want to see. I want to see YouTube shut this whole goddamn thing down. Shut all these damn channels down and shit. Because you niggas have been stupid for years. And now MTR gonna talk about, well, I'm a passport bro. And you gonna go to the spot where they blew it up at? Why you want to go to Thailand when Thailand was blown the fuck up? The problem is, I'm gonna tell it to y'all again, right? Yeah, he is. Yeah, he is. Yeah, he is. MTR is a clown. Okay, he is a clown. I'm like, bro, the situational awareness is bad. They don't, the situational awareness is bad, bro. Do you know what happened a few months ago, MTR? You talking about your passport, bro, and you're going to Thailand when Thailand has been blown up with the passport, bro, shit. Because let me see what was, I forgot what happened. What happened in Thailand? I forgot. It happened about what, 7 months ago. I forgot what happened. It was so much shit that was going on. I forgot what that happened. Because it happened the same time as Floyd. I'm trying to remember what happened. But another incident happened over there. And now you want to go over there and do the same shit. I'm a passport bro. Yeah, that picture of Floyd with the cell phone look, yeah, pathetic, yeah. But like I said, Interpol in the Brazil and the MI6 over there, not MI6, MI5. Well, it could be MI6, too. MI5 and MI6 over there in Britain, in the Canadian Mounties and in the FBI here in America. They're gonna shut this whole goddamn thing down, and you niggas sitting there looking stupid. Y'all slow. Y'all so insulated. Y'all try to make it be about, I'm black, y'all. I'm black, y'all. I'm a black man. Bruh, they don't give a fuck. You Negroes are so behind the wall. Y'all so behind. You still think y'all still think this is 2016. You're so far behind. When they got Floyd and when they almost got Jay Rillo up and out of here, that should have gave a lot of y'all pause. That should have gave y'all pause, and y'all still act like it. We still going to party as if it's 1999, knowing the fact, though, nigga, it's 2026. You're past your damn mark. I'm just saying. I better not hear nobody's make a response video to me about that shit. Because I'm right, you're wrong in a fucking story. You know what? Though, I think I might need. Excuse me. I think I might need to do a live stream on I might need to do a live stream on Floyd, just dedicated to him and how he's singing like a bird over there in Brazil. The Thailand women are starting to act like start act like the Westernized, right, right, right. But but going back to the original point of this live stream, DJ Witch Doctor is Guyanese, Simon is Jamaican, and you Black American Negroes who's on this passport bro shit, they're trying to tell you low key. They're low key telling you respect their women, and y'all still thinking you're trying to police our dick. They're trying to tell you to respect their culture and respect their women. I don't understand why y'all cannot read the fucking room. Damn, y'all so slow. But yeah, but hell man, y'all tried to bounty my ass off the panel. Y'all try to get rid of me. And let me talk about something else too, though, happened on Taz's channel, right? With Freezy. Now I said something about the Hebrew Israelites. In fact, hold on. Better yet. Let me find the live stream. George, there are some websites that does swinging. I won't tell you what those websites are. I won't tell you. But it does exist. You mean you Negroes cannot find a woman on a swinging website? There are women out here looking for dick without any apologies, without any shame. I need dick. That's what these women be saying. And you Negroes going to waste $3,000 for a plane ticket, a hotel stay, and then a couple nights of entertaining this woman when you can spend less than $500 just to get with a woman here. Yeah. They don't respect the culture. They don't talk to local men about the women. Right. And I noticed this too, though. Right. I remember a few years ago, I was on Tam's channel. Some of y'all remember Tam, right? And Tam had a guy named Brothers Abroad. Brothers Abroad kept on coming at me sideways, right? So I cussed out Brothers Abroad out every chance I get because y'all talking about, well, you got a speech impediment. I can be talking about anything else. He come on the panel, always coming at me sideways and shit, right? So I said to, I don't give a fine fuck where Tam went. I don't give a fuck. All right, I really don't give a fuck where Tam went. Anyway, you want to ask me, so if I don't give a fuck, fine fuck where she went. But the point I'm trying to make is this: is that I asked Brother Broad. I said, Brother Broad, okay, you in Brazil? He said, yeah. Okay. Then he showed me the woman he was with. I said, okay. Then he said he's moving in with her. Or he's moving in, she's moving with you, some shit like that, right? They're trying to live in the same place, right? And then I'm sitting thinking, wait a minute. Then I ask him a question that no other man has asked, that nobody asked these passport bros yet. I don't know why I ask questions that nobody else asked, but here is the question I ask. Where's her father at? Where's her uncle at? Because every time I see you passport bros with these women, and y'all talking about y'all gonna marry these women, and y'all gonna do this, that, and X, Y, and Z to these women, how come y'all never talk about the fathers or the uncles or even the mother, much less the siblings? How come y'all never asked that? How come y'all never asked the passport bros about these women's relatives? Because if I'm sitting there trying to get married, quote unquote, right? They always use this tagline. Well, I'm getting married. I'm searching for wives. Well, if you're searching for a wife, if you're getting married to somebody, you're marrying the woman is not just marrying you. You're marrying yourself into her family. Those people are your in-laws. If you're going to marry a woman, you got to know who her in-laws are, who is her in-laws. That let me know you're not looking for wives. You're here to exploit a woman's body for your enjoyment and nothing more. And you think that you are entitled to it. You got to fix yourself. And no, now I'm gonna say this right now. Did I tell any of you men to find a black woman? No, I'm not. Did I tell y'all need to suffer in the hood with the Keishas and the Brendas? No, I ain't tell y'all that either. I'm telling y'all stop coming online and making an ass out of your fucking selves, being emotional and thinking that you are entitled to sex. No, the fuck you ain't. But let me talk about brothers abroad who was on Tam's channel, right? Because I asked the same question to him, right? And then I asked brothers abroad another question because he tried to run from that question that I asked him. So I asked him this. Wait a minute. So so where are you from? He said he's from California. I said okay, all right. So um, who are you? Okay, which part of California? Well, I'm from Los Angeles. I'm from the Los Angeles area. I said okay, and I can't find me a woman, so I went to Brazil, and then I scratched my head. I said, bro, how many states of the union you been to? Because he said, because he said that American women are hostile. American women ain't shit. Woo woo woo, right? So I said, wait a minute, wait a minute, bro. Whoa, 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 whoa. So you only been to one state? Have you been to the South where, especially like Alabama, when you got these women who know how to cook? Uh, you know, Women know how to cook and clean and shit from Alabama. You ain't going to Alabama. You ain't going to Mississippi. There are a whole lot of black single women why don't you go to Wyoming where you got some big corn fed white women at with them big ass thighs and big ass. You see, again, this is not about searching for love. This is not about searching for a committed relationship. No, this is about exploiting the global south. And that's what it is. But let me talk about what happened on Taz's channel. right? And, I might want to do a separate live stream on this, but let me touch off on this. You Hebrew Israelites, I'm going to say it, and I said this. I said this to Freezy. I said it's a Freezy because I wasn't holding back. I was not holding back. Standing on street corners, yelling at people all day. That's not manly. Yeah, I said it. Yelling at people all day on street corners and calling them racist and calling them racist names and such, and calling women and chasing black women down the street, or women in general, on street corners. Well, I said this too, though, right? I said this over there too. Y'all doing this in the middle of work day. 9, 10, 11 o'clock in the morning. During the working hours. And y'all holding that King James Bible. Well, one of y'all got mad at me over on Taz's channel. Y'all got mad at me at Taz's channel, where I said the fact that while y'all holding that King James Bible, how come y'all never read the passage that's in the new in the Old Testament, where it says, "Oh, if a man doesn't work, he should not eat"? I said this to Freezy. You Negroes trying to spend money to boot my ass off that panel. You Hebrew Israelites do not like when I put this up. I told Freezy, explain why Hebrew Israelites will stay up in the middle of the daytime yelling at people on street corners, and y'all holding that same Bible where it says a man who does not work does not deserve to eat. I quote second Legions. I'm trying to remember the book of the Bible, Second Legions of the Bible. Dude, you Negroes booted me off the panel. You Negroes booted me off the panel. What happened? What did I say? Listen. I got booted off the panel, and Taz said, "Well, Big J, you want to come back?" No, I'm good. I told Taz I'm good. Y'all are scared when I ask these questions, and then y'all want to talk about King James was black. Then I asked, well, okay, if that's the point, how come Queen Elizabeth I banned Negroes from the British Isles? If King James was her brother, was her relative, then how come black people was banned from? Thank you, Queen. Y'all booted me off the panel. Hot diggly damn. Y'all didn't like that shit. And let me say this to Venus. Venus, you gotta make up your mind up. Tommy Sotomayor dog walk you, called you a bitch, a hoe, and everything else. And here's you trying you went from one misogyny to another misogyny. Well. Hold on. Did he answer? He tried. The point is, Sherry, with her drunken ass, was talking as he was trying to answer, but it couldn't get. He couldn't complete his answer because Sherry was on her bullshit. But like I said, niggas went ahead and put that bounty on my ass. I'm gonna say this too though. That bounty shit, yeah, yes, Queen. Yes, Queen. You know what? Hold on. Let me find this. Real quick. I'm not gonna play it. I'm not gonna play it, right? But I'm gonna find it. I'm gonna find it for you. So like you can see it for yourself. And ooh, in fact, I'm gonna go ahead and put that in the description box. And put that in the description. Excuse me, the description box, so you can see it for yourself. Hold on. Let me try to find it. Hold on. Where is it at? Where is it at? Where is it at? Where is it at? Albert going. Albert Priest going to war. God damn, he going to war. Well, anyway, let me see. Where is it at? Where is it? I hope those not he didn't put it on private or behind a paywall or something. I gotta find it now. Where is it at? Where is it at? Where is it at? Come on. Where is it at? Oh, here is this it? Oh, here it is. Here it is. Yeah. Here it is. Let me put this down real quick. Yeah, here it is. Yeah, cause on this panel, right? Let me see. Where is it at? Let me see. Where is it at? Come on, play. I think I was here. Yeah. So I asked no captivity. No, this is when I left. I guess I got booted off of here. Oh, this is right after I got booted off. Oh, oh wait, it's a little bit further up. I remember I was on here. It was somewhere along. Hold on, let me try to find it. Let me try to find it. I know I was somewhere. Where was I at? Oh yeah, here am I. Here am I. Yeah. Here I was at. It's at the 1 hour. Um, yeah, because I was asking Freezy, and yeah. Here I was at. Yeah, I was at the 1 hour 30 minute mark. Yeah, yeah. I was there. Yeah, but yeah, you niggas don't want questions to be asked, and these questions are actually legitimate questions. You know. So anyway, yeah, I'm put the link to that in the description box of that live stream. I ain't scared to ask y'all these old questions. You niggas are scared, you know. You Negroes are scared of questions being asked. Y'all are, you know. It was on Taz. It was on Taz's uh Queen Sun Kiss. It's on Taz's channel, but Freezy, because I was putting out the Bible verses out for his ass, and they don't want me to say anything. I said, you know what, I'm out. I just said, you know what, dude, deuces, I'm out. Taz gonna tell me, well, Big J, you can come back in 5 minutes. I said, no, I'm good. I'm good. You know what, I'm good. Y'all don't want that heat. Y'all don't want that heat. Y'all want that heat. Because I got questions. Yes. Yeah, I got these questions for y'all. You got to explain this. You got to explain that. You know. But anyway, I should be using my new computer to do these live streams because I noticed I have a memory problem on this computer. I figured out what was a problem was on my live streams. It's just that I have a memory problem, and I kept wondering why I'm being delayed and everything. Yeah, I have a memory problem on this damn computer, and I really don't want to let this computer go because I got too many files up on here. So anyway, and I'm too kind of lazy to transfer files from this computer to the old one. Queen. I wish too, but as soon as I got bounty off, I really didn't have the stomach to hear the rest of it, so I just left. Man. Like 2 minutes later, 2 3 minutes later, I left. I ain't got time to, because if somebody gonna bounty me, what's the point of me being there? You know what I'm saying? What's the point of me being there if I got bounty out? Because I really wasn't being rude, or I wasn't really being malicious, but hey, whatever. So let me get off of here. Because they called job of slavery. Yeah. I was going. Yeah, I was about to go in on that. Yeah, you know. So anyway, yeah. He talking about we from the tribe of Jacob or something. I think. Yeah, I think he said Jacob. But anyway, yeah. And I brought that up too, though. I brought that up, Queen. I brought that up, but they don't want to listen. So you know. Anyway, let me get out of here. And I said enough. So um, I'm so I'm gonna get back to where I was doing. Yeah, I'm starting enjoying enjoying myself. So So anyway, let me get out of here. Y'all have a good one, and I'm out. Peace.
I am not here to debate with anyone. I have devoted all of my adult life to this subject. I only debate with my equals. All others I teach.